All right. Well, now we're at the 10-hour mark, people.
Okay, well, okay, we can do this.
The ending is in sight.
We
It
can
is
do
so
this.
close now.
We're gonna make it.
For those of you who have joined us since we started way early this morning, which I'm sure is pretty much all of you. We started at 5 o'clock this morning. We're playing until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're obviously playing the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I'm Maxwell McGee, playing on the PC version. If you're watching a guy on the Grindstone right now, that's me. I've got the textures turned down to low. Some people wanted to see what the low settings look like for this game. Obviously, they're still pretty nice. With me is Caro, Jensen, and Curtis. They're all playing on the 360 version of the game. They're all a little bit further than I am. I just started playing the game when we fired it up earlier this morning. We've had a lot of crazy adventures so far, a lot of werewolf action in the last couple of hours, and dragon summoning, and I think Curtis might have wiped out a small village. So a lot of good stuff going on there. If you have any questions or comments or things you'd like to see in the game, be sure to leave them in the comments section of wherever you're watching the stream. We'll find them, they'll relay the information to us, and we will try to make that happen for you. So if there's anywhere you want us to go or anything you want us to do in the game, just toss them in there, and we'll try to accommodate as best we can. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. You can stick around, watch more Skyrim, or you can tune back in at 4 o'clock for On the Spot. And otherwise, we'll get back to the game here.
Yeah, I fell off a hill, and the horses can't survive that well enough, so I took a little bit of crazy. I don't think I took any damage, but it killed the horse, and it played sort of like a death animation, but I just got up. So if you're riding a horse, you might be able to survive a little bit.
With a bit of luck, we'll catch them completely off guard and even the odds a little.
Okay, so LPZ over on Twitter is asking about story information. As you've kind of seen, it's really about dragons. You're trying to figure out why the dragons have returned, and it seems that you have some sort of special sense with them, like you have some sort of connection with the dragons.
Yeah, you're referred to as the Dragonborn, and one interesting thing that happens is whenever you kill a dragon, you automatically absorb its soul, and that soul lets you perform different, what are called shouts, which are kind of dragon language words that you can utter to perform different effects. Like one I have is fire breathing, one is just a kind of force push type thing, and you kind of collect those as you go through the game, and yeah, find out more about what's going on in the world and why the dragons have returned as you progress.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and save the game here. We've been looking at the low preset settings for the game. I'm gonna crank it up to the high settings, back to what I was playing at originally, so that people can see and appreciate the beauties of Skyrim on the PC. So if you'll bear with me here, I will exit to desktop. The game does have, there are like in-game graphical manipulation options, but they're mostly superfluous. Things like adjusting the opacity of the HUD and some of the environmental effects. But to really tweak with the graphics, you have to do that outside of the game before you launch it, which I'm going to do now. So just go to Options and Ultra. So settings have been set to the ultra high quality. Hit OK, and off we go.
Right now I'm fighting more Stormcloaks. I attempted to summon my dragon, but he was kind of late, I think. So I think I'm going to clear this battle without his help.
So here we are. We're back in the game. We're back with the beautiful
Oh, there he is.
ultra high settings. As you can see, I mean, it definitely looks much nicer, but not just, you know, not a huge jump. Definitely seems a lot brighter, I will say, and a lot less flat, obviously. But yeah, this is what the game looks like at its best. Also, I guess we finished downloading Jamestown, which is awesome.
Yeah, I kind of summoned late, so the dragon didn't arrive, and I killed about 5 or 6 enemies, and the dragon took out 3, I think. And now we're going to the exciting lockpicking, which it's an apprentice lock, so should be kind of easy. So there we go. I believe we just heard my dragon flying away, maybe? He always departs with a kind of a sound, but, I mean, it's hard to detect. Yeah, I think that's him off in the distance leaving. Some people want to know if, when I summon my dragon, if I can fight him. So far, I've been pretty safe about not attacking him, but I'm sure, like most NPCs, there's probably an option to, if you just keep hitting them over and over again, they might either fight back or just die. I think it would take quite a while to do, so it's a safe bet that, you know, you probably can't kill him unless you're really trying.
So I am doing. I have a treasure map, and I'm kind of following up on the treasure map here. I think I know where I'm going. It's going to take some jump running. The odd thing about the Elder Scrolls games to me has always been how you can kind of run along a sheer cliff, and as long as you won't really fall no matter what you do unless you walk straight out. So I kind of use that to my advantage a lot when I'm trying to get somewhere high. All right, so the treasure is somewhere up here.
So,
go
so a lot
ahead,
of people
Carol.
are asking about how you become a werewolf. What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
how
asking
you
about
become a
how to become
werewolf.
So, it might be considered a little bit of a story spoiler. So if you don't want to know how to become a werewolf, stop listening for the next 10 seconds or so. It is part of the companions quest line pretty early on. If you help out the companions.
Yeah, they're located in Whiterun,
Yeah.
if you want to find them pretty fast.
So there you have that, and I'm so tired I already forgot what the other thing a lot of people are talking about. It is joining the Dark Brotherhood, right? Which that I can't comment on as I have no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of the funny thing. I've been playing this game quite a while and still haven't really encountered them asking me to join. But I've certainly fought a lot of Dark Brotherhood assassins. We know that Kevin Van Ord has joined the organization, so he might know, but unfortunately he's stepped away for now. So yeah, if you actually want to scrub back to the beginning of the broadcast when Kevin was here, he may have mentioned a thing or two about joining the Brotherhood and, you know, some of the quest lines involved with them.
So I'm actually pretty early on in the companions quest line. Like I've done a couple of them, but I haven't gotten to the the part that we were talking about with the
Where the thing happens?
yeah, where the thing happens. If we are not super worried about spoilers, I could actually probably pick that up and go through some of those.
So I am again making my way to a place that I haven't been to before. It's actually kind of seems to be way on the edge of the world map. Well, not quite the edge, I guess, but it's out there. And as I haven't been there before, I can't fast travel. So I'm Kevin, advised me when he was here earlier to get this spell called Clairvoyance, which creates a sort of a lighted path that kind of helps you find maybe, hopefully, the best or at least an okay route to where you're going. So I'm making frequent use of that just to make sure that I'm actually sort of headed in the right direction, because it seems that the just trying to head directly towards where you're going is often not going to work, because there might be, mountains or some other impassable obstacles in the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this. I've definitely run into a lot of that too. That's why it took me so long to get to that spot earlier. Whereas in Oblivion, I probably would have just walked straight there,
Yeah.
point A, point B. Skyrim has a lot of like, oh wait, you're at the top of a gigantic cliff, or you're at the bottom of a gigantic cliff. I was actually just heading up here to check out a little bit of Enchanting. And I still have that arrow in my head. Like, that arrow seems to be really persistent for some reason. I think, I think you can only put one enchantment on a weapon. I've never tried doing two. I could try it. We'll see what happens. Oh wait, I don't want to enchant that. That's actually a pretty cool enchantment already. Let's try something I'm not using. Oh yeah, I can do this. Okay. So. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's one, because it won't let me select. It won't let me select items that are already enchanted for enchanting. So I'm pretty sure you can only put one enchantment on an item.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment.
Yes.
Okay.
So once again, I'm storming another Stormcloak camp. I've mostly been using the Summon Dragon, but I think I'm going to use a different shout for this one, holding my Storms one. Last time we kind of chugged things down, but I'm going to try it out and see if it works a little bit better here. Nope, still kind of chugging. So this storm spell on the 360, it can kind of slow things down when there's a lot of enemies and a lot of stuff going on.
Wow. That's really hitching up.
Oh boy, yeah, that sure is. I just contracted the disease called rock joint, which there are a lot of different just diseases and things. I got bitten by a wolf, and it just told me I contracted rock joint, which unfortunately, so that the effect of this particular illness is that I'm 25% less effective with melee weapons. Thankfully, I have plenty of cure disease potions, I believe, so I don't have to put up with that, but oh, actually, I
You call
got
yourself a lord? I cannot best you. You're a disgrace to me.
Pull back! Send out Rick. I'll water the ground with your... We are round the... I yield! I yield!
Apparently, I have some sort of store that I wasn't aware of, and my wife just gave me some money from it.
Congratulations.
See if she can cook anything else.
I can. Here, this is fresh. I'll have another one made tomorrow.
Apparently, she brings the shop with her, so I can buy stuff from my wife.
She's just very practical, you know. She knows
perks
you,
of being married.
she knows you could kick the bucket any day now as a hero out in Skyrim. She's got to have a little nest egg.
And where would that be? I'll see you there. Let's go.
Somebody's asking if you have extra stuff, and you know you maybe want to hang on to it but don't want to carry it around. Can you store it in your house? And you absolutely can. You can just put it in furniture, like a cabinet or a chest, or just probably even just drop it on the floor if you're sloppy type.
Yeah. I was actually pretty bummed at the start because I actually sold off a lot of dragon scales and stuff because they take up a lot of space and I didn't have anywhere to put them until I bought my house. But yes, you can keep stuff in it.
The roads of Skyrim lead to
So
many
a lot of people are
dangers.
interested in maybe seeing some vampirism
road
in
makes
action.
this one real.
Unfortunately, Kevin definitely contracted the disease sort of by accident when he was playing the game for a review. I don't know where to go to find vampires and get infected. So certainly if I stumble upon any, I'll be happy to try to join their ranks, but at this point, it's not something that I can do.
And unfortunately, all the vampires I have found, I've already killed. I could possibly show, say, Justin or Maxwell, locations and where to find them. Or maybe I'll just show Carol as well. I don't know what that was for.
No, I'm just I'm being attacked by an assassin. This assassin is pretty just doing some really quick blade attacks.
That assassin has a lot of arrows in him.
Yes, finally the pincushion goes down.
Yeah.
Is it a Dark Brotherhood assassin?
Hey, what do you know? There's a Dark Brotherhood assassin's note.
Yeah, those guys.
This is actually my first time I'm guessing I'm the target of a hit. Let me see what the what the note says here. As instructed, you are to eliminate Maya, that is my character's name, by any means necessary. So, yeah. And that's signed by Astrid, who was Kevin's main contact in the Dark Brotherhood. So if I meet her, she and I are going to have words.
There's going to be some talking going on.
There's going to be some serious talking. We're going to have a conversation.
You guys are going to talk the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
So I think I just found the dude from the trailers eating a sandwich.
In fact, I think that's just a big piece of bread, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if Skyrim has invented sandwiches yet. They definitely they have hunks of bread.
They are pretty advanced technology.
Yes. They are a pre-sandwich culture.
That's more of a Cyrodiil thing.
Yeah.
Can't have that up here in the north.
They haven't reached the sandwich age yet.
Exactly.
Okay, so, I mean, I've already cleared out some vampires, but on my map, I can certainly show some caves that possibly one of the other players here could possibly explore. Once things load up here, I'll go and find some.
Finally made it out of that dungeon I was in. I had to recover some sort of plans from the Silver Hand werewolf assassination extravaganza. That place was actually pretty challenging, but I finally made it out. Got to go hand them in to my crazy contact lady back in the main hub town.
So while all of these are cleared out, there is the Broken Fang Cave, which has vampires in it. It's a little bit west of Whiterun, and then around Riverwood, around the mountains, there should also be. Let's see, where was that cave? I believe it was this one's. Hamir Shame.
Okay, show me again the one that was near Whiterun. Show me where that one is on
It's
your
fairly
map.
close. I mean, it's a little bit different.
Broken Fang
Broken
Cave?
Fang.
What is that it's just south of? Swindler's
Swindler's
Den?
Den.
Okay, I haven't found any of those places, but I might try in a minute here. So I am approaching this destination for a story quest. Again, it's just there's this kind of intrigue. There's apparently, since I am the Dragonborn, there's this group called, I believe it's the Thalmor or something like that, that may want me dead, and so I'm coming to this place, this isolated place, to meet with, I think, some people who are going to help fill me in on what that's about, and maybe, hopefully, what I can do about it.
So for people who don't know what the Thalmor is, this is something that happened sort of after Oblivion. It was a merger between, I think it's called Elsewhere and what's the name of the other one? It's something like Valenwood. It's the two elf countries. I think it's the High Elves and the Wood Elves.
Right.
And they created a dominion which is pretty much more powerful than Cyrodiil and the Empire. So they're a pretty big threat. But I think it was something like a war went on and it's come to peace. But the people of Cyrodiil and also the rest of the Empire, like Skyrim, had to give up certain privileges in order for this peace.
So, you know what, I guess I'm right by Whiterun, so I'm just gonna, I actually don't want to play as an infected character, so I'm gonna save now, but then I will head west from here and try to find that vampire-infested cave, see if I can get sick.
Get the cooties.
Get the, yeah.
Vampire
get
cooties.
the vampire bug.
Right now, I'm going to another Legion camp. I can't fast travel all that close to it, so I've wound up near what's called Skyhaven Temple. I mean, it's pretty close, but it's still a bit of a journey, and hopefully I'll find something exciting on my way over to the Legion camp. Just some wolves. Yeah, let's try being a werewolf and fighting wolves. I mean, they're pretty easy to kill either way, but
So I apparently also conflicted with rocket.
If you have any cure disease potions, you should be able to clear that right up.
Take one of those, and then don't call me because phones haven't been invented yet.
That's right.
oh boy, there's a dragon here too. So maybe I could try fighting a dragon as a werewolf. This will probably end badly though. Okay, maybe he's not interested in fighting. No, that dragon was definitely so long, werewolf. I don't need this.
Hey Curtis, can you bring up your map again real quick?
Unfortunately, I'm in
Oh,
werewolf
character
form.
menu not available to werewolves.
Yeah, that's some
Oh.
discrimination right there.
Seriously,
can't read.
why you gotta be like that, Skyrim? Cool.
We don't like your kind about this part of the interface.
Right, I think I'm turning human again, so I can check some things out. Or maybe not. There we go.
All right, well, it's just about 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna have to cut out. I gotta take care of a couple of things to get ready for the on the spot that's coming up here.
All right.
But I will say I had a lot of fun, and thank you to everybody at home who tuned in and watched me anyway play a little Skyrim. These guys are gonna keep going until 5 o'clock, so there's still plenty more Skyrim to come. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned.
Oh, okay, so Curtis has his map up again. Trying to get my bearings here. Rederin's Retreat. What was the place again? Broken, so it's way southwest of Rederin's Retreat. Okay, that helps, because I do have Rederin's Retreat. Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm doing the companions quests. I figure maybe I can get to that one part that we were talking about, so people can see if they want to. And yeah, so right now I am making the long journey to Riften. So I'll be checking out some scenery for a while here, unless something distracts me, which it probably will. Sure. So Vazo 82843 was asking to see the talent trees. Yeah, I can show some of that stuff. So basically, these are the talent trees. They show up as constellations. You can see I actually have 2 perks. That's because unlike Fallout 3, you don't actually have to use your perks right when you level up. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to increase my smithing skill to the point where I can get this advanced armors thing, because I really want scale and plate armors. But I have to increase my smithing to 50 to do it. So yeah, I mean, basically you just you put points wherever you want here. You just have to have the required skill in that area. You get the skill by actually doing that thing in the world. That increases your skills. But yeah, I mean, these are the different skill areas. You see, there's some I've definitely been focusing on, some I absolutely have not. Yeah, I mean, if there's a specific talent tree anyone wants to see that you want me to jump through, I would be happy to do that. Just let the voice of God know, and he'll inform me.
So great, I've got a bear and a dragon on me at the same time. Let's see if I can summon my own dragon at this point, but it looks a little bad.
Could you somehow make the bear fight the dragon? Because that would turn from bad to awesome.
My money's on the bear.
Yeah, that bear looks pretty tough.
Okay, so we got some dragon on dragon action, as long as I can stay alive for this. There's an elder dragon, it's one of the strongest. So I'm in hot water if it does hit me.
Saw a spider fall off a cliff in front of me. A dead spider. Just somehow fell off a cliff.
Yeah, as a melee character, I'm a little screwed against this flying dragon that doesn't often land.
I've heard that you can use the unrelenting shout, the unrelenting force shout to kind of call dragons down out of the air if they're not landing.
Yeah, I have the Dragon Rend shout, but because I summoned my own dragon, my shout meter has to recharge.
Yeah.
I think I've engaged some bandits as well. I got bandits and a dragon. Right now, I'm looking for extra healing potions because my magic isn't really cutting it against this thing. So yeah, maybe if it lands, it'll be a little bit easier, but even then, it's still a question of not getting hit by its fire breath, which is doing a ton of, well, yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. So in these situations, I should probably get more fire resistance would probably be good, and probably having something that has better range than just a teeny little mace.
So I am, I think, in the vicinity of where the cave. I'm sorry, I got up at 3:45 this morning, so I'm having a little trouble putting sentences together. But I'm near the cave where Curtis encountered vampires, I believe. So hopefully I will be able to mix it up with them here soon. I have currently dual wielded spells. I've got a flame spell in one hand and a healing spell in the other, because it's a good balance. It's nice to heal as you're taking damage. Oh, Mr. Dragon, I don't want to fight you right now. Oh, and you have a name too. Your name is No. Ujo, no. Or something along those lines. Okay. I don't think this is going to go well at all. Yep. And I'm toast, quite literally.
So I am still on my way to Riften right now. I am cruising by some awesome waterfalls here.
Those are
I just
very
fought a
picturesque.
bear. I wish I could say with my bare hands, but I actually had to use some weapons, and it almost killed me. So I'm really not that tough.
So I think a new guest is joining us here at the marathon. It looks like Sean McGinnis showed up.
Mr. Mystery Guest.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up?
I probably only have about 15 minutes to spare. I'm about to be on the spot in a few minutes, but I thought, hey, there's an empty station. Maybe I will talk to Thalmor the Haggard.
I see everything.
Hey Thalmor, you're looking
hear
really haggard.
everything. Oh, I'm a good keeper of secrets. Ought to be. In this hall.
Nope, she doesn't want to die.
Yeah, so yes, the dying at the mouth of that dragon has unfortunately set me back some distance, and I did not manually save whilst journeying toward the vampire hideout. So, alas, I'm sort of back to not square one, but quite a ways from that goal. Dangerous world, Skyrim. So, as many of you may know, today's episode of On the Spot is about to begin shortly, and we're actually in the exact same quite small studio space as On the Spot. So that means that when segments are happening, when Chris Waters is doing his whole host thing over there, we will be keeping it quiet here at the Skyrim Marathon. So you may hear, if you're watching our Skyrim Marathon, you may not hear us talking for those periods of time, but rest assured that we will be here and playing, and we will chat it up when we get the chance.
I just want to kill some stuff.
Is that so much to ask?
Is that too much to ask? I'm joining. I just picked up a 20-hour long game, and I have no idea where I am, what my character's abilities are, or anything like that. I just know that I want to kill stuff.
How about killing some of the townspeople, Sean?
All right, here's a dude who looks like he wants to be killed. I'm just gonna sneak up on him and...
Don't set anything on fire. You win. I submit.
40 bounty.
You're not just
40.
submitting, you're also gonna die. Out of my way, Archer. I got a dude to set on fire. Oh, he's dead. So... I'm definitely taking the slaughter an entire town approach.
So I have a question from JPorter313, who's sitting right here in the studio. Have you any of you guys, like, when they are almost out of health, like the bad guys are almost out of health and they go down, they're like, no more, no more.
Yeah.
Have any of you like refrained from killing them and seen if anything happens?
I don't know what you mean. Refrain from killing them.
Refrain is not a.
This is a
is that
foreign
a word?
concept.
Stop making things up.
That's not a word that's in. Oh, Maxwell's standing over me. I should probably let him know that I just slaughtered some people on his save file.
To answer Jay Porter's question, I believe that is just a ploy, an empty tactic, and that if you show them mercy, they will.
So they're just a bunch of liars then.
Give them no quarter, for they will give you no quarter.
Well, I'm glad I killed them all then.
Yeah.
I know.
I was feeling kind of bad. I was like having a little bit of guilt about it, but no more.
I know the one thing is that you won't get a bounty for fighting them at all. If they're still alive at the end of the day. But I mean, still, they're going to come after you. So it's usually worth it to just kill them and either maybe go to prison or just be on the land the rest of your life.
Hey, you do the crime, you do the time.
But college will be all right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe. It's always better to be cautious.
Right now, I'm switching over to the Mages College. I'm going to go exploring this ruin with my teacher, apparently.
I somehow wound up in my underpants. I don't know.
Oh, were you?
I don't know how this happened, but it happened.
I'm sure that's you should be used to that experience. I don't know what that means.
He calls it Monday.
I call them No Clothing Mondays.
Casually naked.
Casually naked Mondays.
Come here, Skeever.
So I'm having a lecture in a scary ruin. I think this is like a field trip.
This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such a... Well, are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do.
No, hi, Mr. Giant. I'll just be moving along now. Lovely home you have here.
Find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What can we have the rest of you do?
Be careful.
All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
To think, my ancestors destroyed the homes of Onman's ancestors.
Can you imagine what it was like living here? Long ago, the first men in Tamriel.
Caro, how many mammoths have you killed?
I have killed 0 mammoths.
Ooh.
Yes.
I picked a fight with one, and it was the worst decision I've ever made.
Yeah, those mammoths are pretty tough.
Ooh, I'm gonna steal from these giants. Oh,
Still.
What's the... I guess you wouldn't know.
No. So Wolf BM is asking if your companions can take care of themselves or if you have to babysit them. I've actually spent very little time traveling with a companion because I heard Kevin sort of complaining so much about how his constant companion, Lydia, was always kind of getting in his way and things like that. Though she seems to hold her own okay in battle. But
oh gosh,
they do come with some problems, and that's actually something Kevin talks about in the review, at least in the full text review, which is live on the site, and you can read it at your leisure.
So as I understand it, the companions are invincible.
Oh, what happened to me?
You got hit
What
by a
happened to
giant.
me?
That's the same thing happened to me earlier. So as I understand it, the companions are invincible except from you. So you can kill them. nobody else can.
Well,
Anyone else,
certainly
they
none
just
of-
kind
You
of go
what?
down
You must be
and
one of the new apprentices
have to
then.
rest for a little while.
Fine.
I'm not
fine.
sure, yeah, because
Just-
Kevin was under the
just
impression
don't
that
make
if
a
they
mess
go
of my
down,
life.
like, I think he said 3 times, something like 3 times in a short span of time, that they can actually perish, but...
I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Oh, I'm gonna checking out this cave I stumbled upon called Swindler's Cave. After I get out of here, I'll do another map check with Curtis and see if how close or far I am, and try to put a marker exactly where that vampire cave is.
I stole a horse.
Now you're mine.
That's all I got.
You didn't?
I stole a horse. It was just at a random stable. I just walked up to it and it said, "Steel horse." Do you want me to set this horse on fire? All right, barbecued horse. Oh no, my magic is not mapped anymore. No. Destruction. Please map that. Thank you very much. Oh, horse is on fire. Oh god, that thing is not happy.
Yeah.
He does not like being set on fire. Horse. Also, I'm fighting an on-fire horse in my underwear at night, in the middle of nowhere. Oh, take that, horse. Oh, the horse didn't have any money on him.
This cave that I'm in right now is filled with many a bandit and apparently nary a vampire. So I'm gonna try to move it along here.
You puny weakling.
I am fighting a troll right now. This is not very effective. Apparently fire is not very effective against this kind of troll. Oh wow, 2 trolls. That's not good. Let me go ahead and do a little firestorm on these guys.